I'm excited to be here because I want to tell y'all I've been in Second Life a really long time, and I thought I had seen it all. That is, of course, until the other day when I went to a musician show. I don't remember whose show it was. And there was more than one person wearing a mask in Second Life.
Stupid.
That's cute, actually. I like that.
I kid you not, wearing a mask, I wanted to scream at them and say, it's not real!
That's not how
That's almost as bad. That is almost as bad. And this happens to me on a regular basis. I will have somebody IM me and tell me that they got a fabulous new job. And they'll tell me about all these perks that it's got, how they're working great hours, how it's not that hard to do, it's a real easy job. And I'm feeling real good for this person, because they got this brand new swanky job. And then, they're moving up in the world. And then I ask them how much they're making, and they say 450 lindens an hour. I'm like, why are you telling me about that sometime, you idiot? Go get a life. Go get a life. I mean, for crying out loud, I've done the SL job. I've done it. I've been a host at a venue. I've done that, but I didn't tell somebody it was like a real job. Any job that you can have dinner while you're doing it is not a real job. That's like calling a person that screens videos for Netflix a real job. That is not a real job. You know there's a guy that does that. You know that is a job. Yeah. But even in the real world, that is not a real job. The other thing that blows my mind is that are those people that have to have all of the newest avatars. You gotta have the mesh.
You know who you are. Some of them are in this room.
Yeah, that's right. Gotta have all the newest stuff. And I have to say to you that I'm happy for you that you want to spend all that money to look that good. But you realize the second that you turn on voice, it doesn't matter what avatar you're wearing. We know how old and decrepit you are. So,
yay!
There's nothing more depressing than meeting a really hot girl and her turning on voice and realizing that she sounds like Lauren Wayland. That's not a good fit. I'm literally afraid of voice at this point. I mean, because I know what I sound like. I know that I sound like an alcoholic that just smoked a joint, but at least I have a good reason. It's called cerebral palsy.
Oh my goodness.
Most of you people don't even have that. But I give some of you credit. I mean, some of you really put in the effort to have a good time here. Some of you really, really work at it. And this game night is one example of that. And all I can say is I'm glad to be here because it tells me that not everybody in Second Life is out having sex somewhere with a guy. At least we're having a good time doing something else. You know what I'm saying? Here's what I want to know. There's been some news lately that the government has declassified the fact that they have materials from an alien spaceship.
Oh, yeah.
my.
Yeah.
Alien.
Yeah,
The
I've seen it.
aliens have been here and that they have materials from an alien spaceship.
All right. I admit it. I am an alien, but you like me.
Well, we all
knew
knew
it.
that.
We know it.
We knew that. But this brings up a very interesting question. If aliens were in fact here, and it looks like they were because we have those materials, right?
We're still here.
You know that aliens have access to everything on this planet that we have access to. You know, they have all that good satellite tech to beam it in. And I'm thinking about what happened when that spaceship crashed. I guarantee you, I know what happened when that spaceship crashed. They were flipping through the channels and looking at all the games that we play and looking at what we watch on Netflix. And they landed on Second Life.
Mm-hmm. They crashed.
A cat boy, and they immediately had a wreck. They're like, "What the crap is that? I don't even know." Like you know, you see cat boys all over, but I give Catboy credit because for as weird as Catboy looks all the time, that's the thing about Second Life. It is all inclusive because for as weird as he looks, I can always find somebody that looks weirder.
That's
Oh yeah, I set the bar, right? And then people
Yeah.
hop right over it.
But you know what scares me? It's kind of the same thing about the mask. You know what scares me are the people that try to look like an average Joe in Second Life. I was walking around the other day and I saw an avatar that was literally about 5'3" and 350 pounds with a beer belly and stains all over a white beater t-shirt. And I immediately, like, he was just sitting around and he was talking to people. And I immediately sent him a private IM and I was like, dude, you know it's not real, right? And you can look however you want. And then I immediately thought it's probably a woman that made that avatar.
So guys
it
won't
was
hit
me,
on her.
but you bitch, and I didn't know it was
Hey,
you. I didn't
Hey,
recognize.
what I'm saying. And so you really have to be careful. And so here's what I've decided, okay? Not only do you have to voice verify, but you have to have some facial recognition. That's why they invented the webcam. Because you can voice verify all you want and you can still be fooled. So you gotta have some facial recognition, and then when that's done, then that's when you make them send in a blood sample to make sure they're not half like canine or something, right? Like that's the only way that you can meet people here. So here's what I've come to the conclusion about Second Life. Okay, we're sitting around here in this bar. And it looks very much like a normal bar. It's very dim. There's not a lot, you know, you can't see a lot. We're just kind of sitting around trying not to look at each other. That's all Second Life is one huge virtual bar. And the only benefit that Second Life has over real life is none of us can actually get an STD. That's much it. Like that's
true.
That's the only benefit, right? And so all I can say to you folks is have a good time. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad to be here. Just be aware you're not talking to who you think you're talking to. I'm Jamie. That's all I've got.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Give it up for Jamie, everyone. Yay.